Good morning. It has been almost 7 full days since I had my partial thyroidectomy. It looks kind of, I don't know, like there's a bump there. Maybe it's because I'm sitting down, not sure. However, I am feeling really good as far as the thyroid goes. I will go to the surgeon tomorrow and he'll go over the pathology report with me. And hopefully it was benign. I pray it's benign. If it's not, I'll have to go have the rest of it out. What started out as a CAT scan for something else, I don't even remember, and it showed the thyroid nodules, and that was in March of 2020. Well, we all remember 2020 didn't go so well. And so the hospital that I normally go to was not doing fine needle aspirations. So I had to go to a hospital a little bit further away. Not a big deal. Anyway, so by the time they scheduled that was like in May. And then getting into an endocrinologist was just a nightmare. And my doctor said, if whoever calls you, there are only a few endocrinologists in our area. Maybe 12 in the major metropolitan area. Anyway, so basically he said go to whichever one calls you. We'll put the referrals out there. So I did, and he was just like, okay, well, let's do another ultrasound or CAT scan. I don't even remember which. He may have done both. So we did those, and he was pretty much not concerned at all. My FNA was inconclusive. If you're just starting this journey, fine needle aspiration. They stick a needle in your neck, in your thyroid, to do a biopsy. They numb it first, and it's really not a big deal at all. So that was inconclusive. They did a CAT scan, ultrasound. I'm probably repeating myself. And then he said, well, let's just wait until next year. Yeah, because this was like June or July of 2020 by the time I seen him. And he made an appointment for November of this year. Follow-up, November 2021. In the meantime, I talked to other people, and one of them suggested that I use their endocrinologist. And so I called them and was able to get in within a couple of months. Not actually the one I wanted to see, but another one that was in that office, and they came highly recommended. So I saw him, and he said, well, let's start this over again. Did the full lab, the full thyroid hormone panel, rather than just the T3 and the T4, and all my numbers were normal. They did another ultrasound, they did another fine needle aspiration, and it was inconclusive, so they sent it off for genetic testing, and it said it was 50% non-cancer, 50% cancer. And so he suggested I see a surgeon, and I did, and he suggested that I have it out, and he told me that he could take out half, but if it is malignant, they will have to come back within 2 weeks and take out the remainder of it. So he said, what do you want me to do? And I said, well, ideally I'd like to keep half in hopes that it works on its own. And he said, okay. And I said, but, can you tell? I assumed he'd seen enough of them to know if it was cancerous or not. And he said he was pretty good at that. So I said, okay, well, if you think it's cancer, then just go ahead and take it all out, because I don't want to come back in 2 weeks or in less than 2 weeks. So I had surgery a week ago. He only took part of it, and I've actually never saw him since then, but it's just been a week. He didn't come and see me upon discharge. I stayed all night, which you don't get any sleep because they're in there every 5 minutes after surgery. I saw nurse practitioner upon discharge. She said I didn't need to take replacement thyroid, that my other half should kick in, and basically that's it. See you in the office. So I'll see him in the office tomorrow, and hopefully they'll take out the stitches, and hopefully that includes this fine thread here, because it's so easy to get caught on my fingers, and I'm afraid I'll rip it out. But anyway, so I will do that tomorrow and go from there, and just trying to figure out what happens after this. Will my thyroid hormones stay level like they've always been? Or will I need the replacement stuff? Or what's going to happen with that? So we'll see. I'll be glad when my neck is healed, though, because you don't think about how much you do extend your neck back, especially like when you get in the shower for the first time and you go to lean your head back. Or when you have to bend down, you're not supposed to overextend it either way. So I'll be glad when that's done. And not that I go to the pool often or to the lake, but you can't do either one of those things either. So, or take a bath. If you're one of those people who prefers to take a bath instead of a shower, you're not supposed to do that either. So anyway, we'll see how tomorrow goes. And for all of those of you out there that haven't had it done and are worried about it, it was the easiest thing I've ever had done. Those first couple of hours after surgery, of course, you're in pain, but it was really actually fairly easy. Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. Have a good day.